shower earlier. Yep, I took a shower, put a shirt on, I got my house shoes on. I made some watermelon water. I just ate a piece from leftover from yesterday, catfish fillet and some spiced rice. Yo, what up, Aiden? Yeah, this hair growing pretty fast. I think I'm gonna go put some wax on it. I haven't shaved. I got the 5 o'clock shadow going on. Man, I seen this dude live streaming an Atari. There's people live streaming Ataris. Remember that old video game with the joystick? And I don't remember playing the Atari, but the graphics actually look better than Nintendo for some reason. It's like, I don't know, they put there's a lot of interesting old games that you don't realize how good they are, I guess. Maybe it's because I'm older now. And the longer my hair gets, the curlier it gets, so stuff doing some curls. Yo, that light reflection was pretty neat. All right, that's a little better. What does stuff look like on the back? Can't see it. Dry Creek Wrangler. I was listening to Dry Creek Wrangler talk. He was talking about giving advice on how to maintain your peace. Your inner peace. Like what they was talking about yesterday on that inflammation. If you don't have inner peace, it could cause inflammation. Knees start hurting, all that. Yo, what up, Jackson? What is mest? I don't know what mest is. My mest? So I've seen this guy live streaming last night. He said he had viewer bots. So Like, it made it look like he had a lot of viewers, like thousands, but it was just bots. Yeah, I need to give the old buzz again. Most of my live streams get a copyright because I listen to music, or like how I was showing someone else's videos last night. They usually get copyrighted. So yeah. But some of them they don't, because I don't play music. Copyrighted music. Might as well, just get some instrumentals, or just some non-record label techno beats or something. Make my own. Yeah, it's a holiday right now. I know there's probably a lot of people on their boats and stuff. I heard people were starting to use drones instead of fireworks. Like, they're doing drone light shows. I got on a tight shirt. The shirt's pretty small. Can't get much smaller than this. I kind of don't like it, but when I look in the mirror, I look like Zelensky. You know how Zelensky wears those tight shirts? Yeah. I don't really like wearing tight clothes, but if it's like underpants or like underwear, like under shirts, I like those tight, but not too tight. Flexible, but people keeping up with the style, but how long people gonna be wearing tight clothes? I guess it's going on like 20 years now, 25. I don't think baggy clothes are ever gonna come back in style. I see women wearing baggy pants and baggy shirts and stuff, but some people, they just won't wear anything tight. I could see myself going to work and wearing overalls every day about this time in my life, get tired of getting pants staining blue jeans with oil and stuff. But even the overalls feel tight around your belly. So there's really no getting around it, because you don't want to be wearing like really baggy clothes, but not at work. But yeah, junkyard, transmissions coming from the junkyard, ready to go. Cheapest was $800. I don't know what they used to be. I figure they probably used to be like 500. Maybe it depends. Maybe it depends on the vehicle type. Whichever one's the most common is the cheapest. That's why you see everybody just doing like Chevrolet, Toyota, or Ford. I'm kind of trying to persuade myself into being okay with spending money on fixing stuff. Like my inner conscience wants to. Like, yeah, don't just throw away a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to try to save it, keep it on the, like, keep it together. Because after you mess up so many of them, you kind of want to preserve them. Y'all know what I'm saying? Because I done totaled like 3 or 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. I've totaled 3, and I blew the motor up in 1. I was listening to a live streamer, not a live streamer, but this guy talk about financial stuff and just like political, just like whatever he want to talk about. He said that he's like pretty old. He's like in his 60s or maybe 70s, but he's been through over 40 vehicles his whole life. That's a lot, huh? Because back in the day, like in the 80s, like I saw on those Oldsmobiles, those Buicks, those you know, luxury type cars, they drive like a boat. You'd be lucky to get 150,000 miles out of one of them on the motor, probably in the transmission, but like on them new ones, it's a sensor. And so that's why the scan tool is really important. And some of them scan tools are pretty expensive. You know, like Scotty Kilmer has a $3,000 scan tool. I think he said, and he said don't use the real cheap ones, but you can get some good ones off Amazon. I haven't ordered anything in a long time, but I'm starting to think like everybody needs a scan tool now, because if a sensor goes out or something, that scan tool will be able to tell you. Because, you know, like people might be replacing whole transmissions when it's just a sensor on these newer vehicles, like after the 2000s, and especially the newer ones. It's like they'll shut down before the stuff start breaking. But it's just, you know, it's just the way it is, I guess. We got to deal with it when the time comes. It's like that guy that would get 2 batteries instead of 1, because whenever the battery went out, he didn't want to have to go back to the store to get another battery. It's almost like, well, yeah, you can go buy yourself an extra transmission from the junkyard, or like from the mechanic. I mean, from the you know, like the tow truck place. Like some people sell them like that. Go get you an extra one. Just for when the time comes, you know. No, but how's y'all's day going on? How's y'all's week? Your month, your year? I think people get in their 30s and they start really wanting to just stop and think like, what's all going on with my life? Should I just keep going or relax or try something new? And a lot of people, I think they get stuck in their own ways until something happens, then they break out of it. Or if they happen to find a relationship that's good, they'll make changes, like a productive person. without somebody telling them, like, you need to do this, you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference between a cheerleader and a lecturer, like somebody that's on your ass trying to tell you like what you should do all the time or whatever. There's a difference between somebody that's rooting for you, like just just be happy. My channel's stuck on CNN and I got it muted. I was listening to the radio. They talk so much. It's like each reporter or a correspondent like comes on, they have like a certain time limit that they have to talk. And once you like listen to that for a little while, and then they do these repetitive ads, these commercials, makes you tired fast. Almost like talking. Then they like heavily like edit it so the screen changes every 3 seconds, and that kind of like wears on my eyes, on my brain. It's like too much. That's why people, you know, with like YouTube, it's so popular. Like people would rather watch a screen that doesn't change. You know how like Joe Rogan, his screen, like podcasts, they don't change, and it's a lot easier on the eyes when it's not like heavily like edited. You know what I'm saying? But Joe Rogan, he's got his assistant. He'll change the screen. He'll focus on whatever they're talking about. He's got his assistant on probably Google or DuckDuckGo or something, some kind of search engine. I feel like this shirt's so tight, like around my armpits right here, like I want to cut the sleeves off. You know when somebody buys you some clothes and then like it's either too big or too small? Like I see people with muscles, like they wear tight, you know, like muscle shirts. Some people, they like wearing tight shirts, and I don't see how they do it, like, because it's all over my armpit, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm moving, it's just, I'm just picky, I guess. It'd be a struggle. Take a shower, get out of the shower, your body's still wet and hot, and try to put on a tight shirt. If you don't if you don't have a little patience, you're gonna get stuck like right here. Shit stuck in my lungs. It's like oil. I'm surprised more towns don't have like a speed dating, club, like a dating club or something. Because, you know, I don't think, I really don't think a lot of people be going to the club or to the bar anymore to find a date. Like, you see people trying to holler at each other in the grocery store or in the shopping mall or something, but it's like, Are y'all really finding dates on these dating apps? Because them scammers be trying to do it these days. From what I heard from over there in other parts of the world, they're doing it on YouTube too. I done thought about it. I probably done said it. You know, I would need to talk to them on the phone or something instead of texting. Because I've done that a lot. You know, how like when MySpace was still a thing, I would be texting them and I would get a date like through texts. And then we'd even meet up through texts. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's so boring just live streaming without music. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's copyrighted, because the quality is so shit anyways. It's terrible. But yet they don't copyright it whenever people playing a video game. So yeah, on the thumbnail, that was a picture of a car off of Facebook. Somebody custom made it themselves, or they paid to have it made like that. Can you imagine using sheet metal and then welding it, and then with a grinder, like to cut it? Then you have to sand it and paint it, put the clear coat. But damn, that's a lot of work. Just to put a bed in the back of the car like a oot, like make it like an oot. A ute. No, it's a car truck. It's a truck. It's a crook. These shoulders, let me tell you. No, people don't even want to go and celebrate. People don't want to go celebrate independence because of bad stories about the crazies. Biden says he needs more sleep. Biden needs more sleep. I understand that. I was wondering how come I feel like I could sleep 12 hours and stay up 16. Because when I was doing 8 hours, it's hard to get in that rhythm. It takes a long time to get in that rhythm. It's a lot to knock you out of it. If you only get 7 or 6 hours, like, it feels terrible. And then, like, if I sleep like 10, 11 hours, like, I can stay up 16 easily. It's just maybe it's age. Them youngins can push through it, but we learn our lessons from falling asleep when we're not supposed to. Because I was taking a nap and the rooster keeps waking me up. So I go outside and I throw a stick at him. They be getting on each other too. When one of them hollers and the other one don't like it, they make them stop like mid crow, mid holler, like right in between the holler. I feel like people are just running on low energy like all day. It's when you get waking up, if you get your REM sleep interrupted. Smart people take naps. Take a power nap. Well, I'm about to take a power nap. Looks good from the side, don't it? Yep. Make it through half the day. The rest of the day, you're making it on low battery. Sucks. Like one doctor was saying, if you get out of breath real easy, you might be zinc deficient. So you might need some zinc. Zinc is in like the hard shells of seafood, you know, like shrimps, lobsters, and stuff. And then another one, if you got brain fog, it might be a selenium deficiency. I don't know what selenium is. What is selenium? Yeah, that Dry Creek Wrangler guy, he's talking about, you know, protecting your boundaries, protecting your personal space. That if people don't have boundaries and if they don't have like a personal space barrier, you know, like walls, then they have no self-respect. He might be right, but they also might be autistic. They might be kind of mentally handicapped, or maybe it's somebody that just really cares about you and you have to tell them like, hey, you're a little bit too close. But I agree with a lot of what he says. He's a good man. I don't listen to a lot of his videos. Maybe I should, because I was like the third or the fourth one. But I'm subscribed to so many YouTubers. I couldn't tell you how many. I can't remember all their names. The YouTube algorithm kind of only shows me like 1% or maybe half of that. Because if you want to go to see who you're subscribed to, you have to go to subscriptions, and it's on the bottom of your phone right there. You go to subscriptions and you go down, then you can see or if you go up right there, then you can see the names of everybody you're subscribed to. And, you know, that's how you navigate without the algorithm of people that you're subscribed to. But I can yawn. I can keep yawning, you know. Just get the watery eyes. I just have songs playing in my mind. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Pots and pans and pots and pans and pots and pans. There's a text.